Open.
You shouldn't be down here.
Hey. Hi. You know, you can go in there. She's just checking his vitals.
That's okay. Logan needs his rest, so.
He just came out of a coma. I'm sure the last thing he wants to do is sleep. Why don't you go in there and sit with him?
And say what? Sorry for cracking your skull open?
It was an accident.
I jumped to the wrong conclusion, and Logan almost died because of it. That's not something that he can easily forgive and forget.
Well, you won't know until you go in there and talk to him.
No, I can't. Not until I can be honest with him about Johnny.
Thank you.
Go upstairs and get in bed.
I'm fine. I got enough rest at the hospital. Would you?
You heard what the doctor said. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Yeah. 12 stitches, couple bruised ribs. I'm fine.
Would you tell me if you weren't? No. I didn't think so.
Where are you going?
I got something I gotta take care of.
Something or someone?
Hey. Welcome back.
What happened?
You're in the hospital.
Why?
There was an explosion last night at the cannery. You remember?
Michael. I was meeting Michael.
Michael's fine. He's okay. He's just got a few scratches on him. He's at home. He's safe. He's worried about you. He gave us all quite a scare. I thought I lost you.
What about the baby? Did we lose the baby? Please tell me that our baby's gonna be okay.
Dr. Lee said there's no sign of a miscarriage. Our little girl's a fighter, just like her mom.
It's a girl.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, just wishful thinking on my part. I'd love to have a little girl around the house. Spoiling rotten.
So would the boys.
Yeah.
Michael's always wanted a little sister. And you're so good with Morgan, you know. I'm so happy he's home and he's safe, Jax.
Yeah. And it's a miracle that he made it out with just a few scratches. And that you made it out at all.
Do they know what happened?
Yeah. One of Sonny's enemies decided to come after him, using his family, and it almost cost me mine. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Never gonna have to worry about that because I have you and I have my boys and I have this healthy little baby growing inside of me and I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, how you feeling?
Nothing a decent meal wouldn't fix.
Yeah. Don't worry, soldier. You'll be back to eating chip beef on toast before you know it. Hey, I spoke to Dr. Drake. He says you're going to make a full recovery.
You almost sound happy to hear that.
I am happy. I'm real happy.
Well, you never liked me that much to begin with, and I've screwed up a lot since then, so I...
Listen, Logan, when I saw you with all these tubes and wires, I just wanted things right, you know, and I've got this chance again. I'm not gonna waste it.
Neither am I.
You're just still recovering from hip surgery.
My hip wouldn't be hurting if I hadn't been run down in the middle of the road.
Is that why you were looking at Elizabeth's car? You think she was the one who hit you? I mean, do you remember something from that night?
What if I told you I did? What if I told you I remember Elizabeth driving that car?
Well, there's a big difference between you did and,
Oh, come
what if.
Get up, Lucky. I know Elizabeth was driving the car. I know she was behind the wheel, and so do you. That's why you don't want me down here. You're covering for her, and you probably have been all along.
I just found out.
I am just wondering what's more important to you. Protecting Elizabeth or getting justice for me. Great. I guess I have my answer.
So when I first met Johnny, he was crazy and unpredictable. You never knew what was going to happen one minute to the next. It was intriguing and scary all at once. But then, when I got to know him, I saw this other side to him. Like he was kind and gentle. It was very, very unexpected. So I thought that this whole dangerous Johnny was just an act, like it was something he was doing to prove himself to his father. But I've realized it's a part of who he is. It's always been there. I just never wanted to notice it.
No one ever does. I mean, look at me and Jason. When he's with me, he's the most caring person capable of giving just the greatest love. And then he goes and works for Sonny, and he turns into somebody I hardly recognize.
So how do you deal with it? I mean, I have seen Johnny do things that have literally made me run away.
Does he hurt you?
No.
Threaten you?
No. No, it's not like that. Johnny is only violent with other people. I hate when he's like that. I hate that person. But at the same time, I think it's the reason why I can't stay away from him. Part of me wants to be with Johnny when he's crazy. And that scares me most of all.
Look, if you take out Sonny, it is not going to be long before Jason Morgan returns the favor.
I'm not afraid of Jason.
You're not afraid of anyone, John. You're not afraid of people that you're supposed to be afraid of. You remember when you broke Daddy's crystal vase?
Yeah, he held a knife to my throat and said if I ever touch anything of his again, my hands would be hanging on the wall. I remember.
John, you were 5. 5 years old. No fear. No tears. You just sat there looking him right in the eye with that same look of I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want that you're giving me right now.
I tried keeping the peace with Sonny, okay? And he's not having it. He proved that at the hospital after I saved his son's life.
What do you mean, saved his son? How?
Michael was in the building when it blew up. I found him underneath some rubble and dragged him out. Sonny expressed his gratitude by threatening me with the
Yeah, but I don't, look, I know exactly how to deal with a man like Sonny. I don't need you to do it for me.
Sonny's given me plenty of reasons to want him dead that have nothing to do with you.
Okay, fine. Good. We'll kill Sonny. But let's be smart about it. Look, if we kill Sonny after we've gained control of the Alcazar Piers, we are in a much better bargaining position to take control of the territory.
I'm not gonna sit around and wait for Sonny to kill me. He wants a war, I'll give it to him.
But it'll be for nothing if we're not ready to capitalize on it. Do you see?
Yeah, I do see, but he'll be dead.
Okay, but John, if it gets back that it's from our family, you might be too. Jason Morgan is supposed to be one of the best enforcers in the business. He is completely loyal to Sonny. So, I don't know, unless you've got some plan to take him out at the same time, which logistically is going to be tricky, we need to proceed with caution.
Well, think of it this way. If Morgan knocks me off, you'll be in charge.
Is that why you think I came back? So that I could be the head of the family?
Mayor Floyd is insisting that we release a statement naming persons of interest in the cannery explosion by this afternoon, so I'm going to go over the witness list. But first, I want a background check on a few people, if you don't mind. The first one is Mariana. Yeah, let me call you right back. Good.
Hi.
How's physical therapy?
Well, you know, I'm trying to tough out the pain.
Oh.
But the truth is, I don't know if I can take another month of this.
It'll get better. It'll get easier as you go.
Well, I don't think it can get much worse. I spend 2 hours a day being tortured while the person who did this is walking around probably without even a scratch.
The police have not given up on the person who was driving the car, and neither should you.
So anyway, Diego slipped, he fell from the rafters, and he hung himself. Case closed.
That's a good thing, Nicholas. I remembered seeing him at that ballroom. If he hadn't, I'd be going up for murder one right now. The police had all kinds of evidence against me. Ski mask, gloves, piggyback device thing. I had no alibi. I'm sure I was trying to frame Johnny, but I ended up making myself look guilty instead.
Well, yeah, you did some stupid things, but you didn't deserve to get your head split open.
Can't blame Lulu, man. I grabbed her. She panicked.
What are you talking about? She took a monkey wrench to your head. She almost killed you. Why would you be defending her?
So is our little girl gonna be okay?
I wouldn't go painting a nursery pink just yet. It's too soon to know your baby's sex.
Well, I have to get rid of that hideous screen that I put on the walls because every time I walk in the nursery, it makes me nauseous.
A lot of expectant mothers develop a sensitivity to certain smells during their first trimester. Foods, lotions, shampoos are all pretty common complaints. It's probably the paint fumes and not the color itself that's making you queasy.
You should see the color.
It's a good point. Well, from the looks of things, you have plenty of time to repaint, right?
So the baby's okay?
This is still a viable pregnancy, but we're not out of the woods yet. Carly's recovering from a severe case of hypothermia. It's important that she give her body time to heal.
Okay. Well, I think I could heal better at home. When can I get out of here?
Given your history, I'd like to keep you here for just a couple more days, just for observation.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'll be back to check up on you in a few hours. In the meantime, I want you to stay off your feet. I want you to get plenty of rest. And I want you to keep the stress down to a minimum.
I'll try.
Good. I'll see ya.
Thanks.
Hey, that was good news.
I know.
Then why do you look so sad?
Just the thought of losing you, you and the baby.
You didn't. You didn't.
Thank God Rick found you.
Rick? Rick Lansing?
Yeah. He was in the building when it exploded.
I can't believe he didn't just walk over me on his way out the door.
He saved your life. Grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's counting on that. Rick never does anything without an agenda.
Hey, you know what? All that matters is that you and the baby are okay. And you have to stay here and rest. So anything you need, I get, okay? You heard the doctor. Doctor's orders.
I heard.
Okay.
There's one thing I need. I need to see my boys.
Golly.
I need you to call Mercedes and have her bring them here.
Come on, you're supposed to be resting.
I haven't seen Michael for so many days. I don't want to miss another minute with any of you.
I can come back.
No. My dad was just leaving.
Lulu's the one that should be leaving.
Lulu, stay, please.
Look, you're a little fuzzy. You got hit in the head. That's what happened. So let me clear things up for you here. She hit you in the head, put you in a coma, almost killed you.
I know what happened.
Well, obviously you don't. Otherwise, you'd ask her to go.
Thank you for your fatherly concern. This is between me and her.
Look,
It's not your call.
Okay, I'm leaving. If you cared about Logan, you'd be right behind me here.
He is right. I hit you on the head with a wrench. I don't know if you remember.
I remember. What I remember most is you were sitting right here beside me when I woke up.
Are you looking for evidence?
No. But Sam was. I found her checking your bumper.
Jason had it fixed. She's not gonna find anything. There's no proof that I'm the one
She
who
knows
hit her.
that you hit her and drove away.
Well, did you tell her it was an accident? Did you tell her that I fell asleep behind the wheel and I never even
You know what?
saw
She
her?
doesn't want to hear it. Sam was so hurt and angry because I knew and I didn't say anything.
Like the last time Sam was angry, she lashed out by telling Carly that you weren't Jake's father.
And she's regretted it ever since. You don't have to worry. Once she calms down, she'll realize that pressing charges against you won't do anyone any good.
What time is your appointment this afternoon?
4.
Maybe you need somebody to go with you. It'd distract you.
No. If you're thinking about Lucky, it's not an option. No, thank you.
I'm just thinking that he would probably enjoy keeping you company.
No, I doubt it. He's probably enjoying making Elizabeth happy.
See, when you
not
say
me.
that way, it implies that you still have feelings about Lucky.
I came here to talk about the accident.
All right.
Not about my feelings.
Duly noted.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
Let's say the driver, I was driving the car that hit me, didn't realize they hit me. Like, okay, say they were, I don't know, drunk or high.
Then they'd be charged with driving under the influence as well as hit and run. Impaired or not, that person is going to prison.
I mean, I guess that's only fair considering everything I've been through.
Why are you asking so many questions, Sam? Do you remember seeing the person that hit you?
You were gone for quite a while, Claudia.
Only because Daddy and Trevor made me leave. John, I would never abandon you.
Well, Dad's been in the institution since what, before Christmas? If he was the only thing holding you back, what the hell took you so long?
No, I've been planning on coming since the minute that I heard that he was paralyzed, but I wasn't ready.
Ready for what?
Ready. Look, I knew that Trevor was going to try to take over as soon as possible. I'm not letting that happen. I need ammunition to fight him. So, you are the head of this family. You're the power, you're the brains, you're the business, you're the money. I'm just here to make sure that you stay that way.
Did you get yourself a nice earful, Trevor?
Well, I certainly did. Claudia, why are you filling your brother's head full of crap?
I hope you were paying attention because I'm here to get rid of you, you worm.
John, you better be careful. She's gonna cloud your judgment and then put a bullet in your back. Finally, walk away with everything.
Look what I found out in the hallway.
Hi. Oh my goodness, Mommy. Hi, baby. I missed you. Oh, feels so good. Hey. You come give me a hug. I'm not gonna break. Get over here and give me a hug. Here. Well, big news to tell you. I wanted to wait until we were together. So, Jax and I are gonna have a baby.
Baby?
A baby. You guys are gonna have a little brother or a little sister.
Where is it?
Well, right now it's in their belly. And pretty soon there's gonna be a bump, and then that bump is gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then one day in the fall, we're gonna have a little boy or a little girl running around the house.
Did what happened hurt the baby?
Hey, Morgan, you want to do me a favor? Your mom has been talking about those chips that she likes so much, you know? Will you go down to the cafeteria with Mercedes and get those, the salt and vinegar ones, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Hey, look at me.
I never should have got that gun. It's all my fault.
What happened to Kate is exactly why kids don't touch guns.
I didn't mean to shoot her.
I know that. Okay. I know that it was an accident.
Am I gonna go to jail?
No, you're not gonna go to jail. Your father and I will never let that happen.
What about Kate?
I don't know. You know, I have to pray that Sonny will talk to her and that she will agree to keep this quiet. Nobody ever has to know that you shot her.
Michael, your mother needs to rest now. Why don't you find Mercedes and Morgan and have Mercedes bring you guys back later?
Okay.
Okay?
Bye, Mom. Hope you feel better.
I suppose I'm the last to know.
I was going to tell you, but I didn't have a chance.
Michael shot Kate. And you can't seriously be thinking about covering this up.
Okay, I have been having these flashes from the night of the accident, and before all I could remember were little pieces like the car coming toward me and hitting the ground.
And now?
What if I remember seeing who hit me? Wait a minute, what are you doing?
I'm calling Matt.
No, don't, please. I want to be sure before I give a statement to the police.
If you have a lead, it's their job to follow it up.
Okay, and I agree. I need to sort through all of this first.
The longer you wait, the more difficult it's going to be to make a case against this driver.
Okay, but I know what it's like to be falsely accused, and I don't want to put anyone else through that.
You need to let the police handle this. I mean it. You're not in any position to perform your own investigation here.
Okay. All right, I will tell you if I know any more details.
All I remember is the sound of your voice. You know, I heard you talking, but I couldn't make out the words. I thought it was a dream. Then I opened my eyes and you were sitting right there.
I visited you every day. I talked to you for hours. The doctor said it would help, but I wasn't sure.
Well, I may not have been able to hear what you were saying, but I could feel you in here. Every time you walked in the room, I think that's what brought me back.
And I was the reason that you were in a coma and you could have died. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize. You were damn right to defend yourself.
Sisterly devotion. It's an act. She came back here for one reason only. To take over.
Well, if you knew that's what she was after, why'd you send for her?
You remember we had this conversation out in the hallway? I told you I sent for her in order to smooth things over so you could get your bearings. Who knew that she was planning a power play behind our backs?
You mean behind John's back, right? Because he's the one who's in charge.
No one learns this business overnight. I was appointed consigliere to guide you because I was with your father from the start.
No, I remember the start. I remember when you first came here, and even then, my mother used to call you a snake.
Your mother, Domenica, was a very unhappy woman.
She
and
could
so are
see
you.
right through you, and so do I.
Well, luckily, John knows the truth because I held things together and grew this empire while your father started to slip.
You mean when you pushed my dad to become good and crazy so that you could run the business in his name?
Enough
right?
of the history lesson, okay? I'm more interested in the recent past. Trevor, where were you when Claudia was bargaining for my life with Corinthos?
She didn't tell you that Sonny kidnapped me, did she, huh? His goons worked me over pretty good because they thought that I took his kid, an eye for an eye. I told him I didn't. He wouldn't listen. And then I told him there are going to be consequences for kidnapping you.
Well, it's a good thing Claudia showed more initiative.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think Claudia wants you dead as much as Corinthos. Probably even more.
Trevor is a liar, John. You know that.
need to see you. It's important.
Your child bought an illegal handgun and shot an innocent woman.
It was an accident. He dropped the gun and it went off. He didn't shoot her.
It wasn't an accident he had the gun in the first place. I can't believe that you're going to pretend like nothing happened.
What do you want me to do?
You could start by going to the police and telling them how Kate ended up with a bullet in her chest.
Can I go to the police so they can ship Michael away for 30 years? I will never let that happen.
He's not going to go to prison, okay? Besides, it was an accident. Carly, you're not going to have a kid in 3 years, let alone 30, if you don't step in and do something now.
I don't see how turning him over to the cops is going to help my son.
He needs to learn that there are consequences to his actions.
You saw him, Jax? He was devastated. He's learned his lesson, okay?
So
what we need to do is let it go.
Why Michael is messed up. Because from a very young age, he's been taught that the rules don't apply if your last name is Corinthos or Morgan.
That is not true.
Oh, really? How many times have Sonny and Jason been arrested? Actually, the better question would be, how many times have Sonny and Jason been arrested and have actually paid for the laundry list of crimes that they've committed?
This has nothing to do with Sonny and Jason, okay?
They're the reason why his life is surrounded by violence. I mean, he lives behind bulletproof glass. I mean, he's got bodyguards following him around wherever he goes. You don't think that has some kind of effect on Michael? God, Carly, most boys his age, they dream about becoming doctors and firemen. Your child wants to be a mob boss. This doesn't concern you at all?
Of course it concerns me.
Then prove it. Stop protecting him and get him the help he needs.
What he needs is to forget this ever happened. That's what he needs.
Right, of course. And how many innocent people are supposed to get hurt, no? He's already shot one woman. Almost killed you and the baby.
He didn't cause the explosion, Jax.
You wouldn't have been in the cannery if it wasn't for Michael. If he hadn't bought that gun, he wouldn't have shot Kate. He wouldn't have felt the need to run away.
All this is Michael's fault now. Is that it?
No, I'm not blaming Michael. I'm blaming his parents for not teaching him that the law is there to protect him, that he doesn't need to buy a handgun to protect himself.
So now I'm a bad mother.
No, I'm not saying you're a bad mother, but you're misguided. Your loyalty to Sonny and Jason has seriously clouded your judgment, Carly.
Sonny is Michael and Morgan's father. What would you have me do?
I don't know, something better than you're doing now. You might be okay with Michael and Morgan being surrounded by Sonny's crazy, violent world, but I'm not going to let that happen to our child. I'm going to go.
You told me that you were going to take me somewhere to explain, and I panicked.
I was there too. Remember? I saw how scared you were. And with good reason. I mean, you just walked in and you found all that evidence. And then I walk in and you're panicked. I grab you, put a hand over your mouth to stop you from screaming. I mean, you know, you were right to defend yourself.
I could have given you the benefit of the doubt, and
Lulu.
instead of taking a wrench and hitting you on the head.
Lulu, you were protecting yourself.
From you?
Look, I know that if roles were reversed and it was Johnny who had grabbed you, you'd have clocked him too.
I haven't been fair to you.
I have not been great to you either. I haven't. You know, but it doesn't mean I'm just gonna give up, pack it in, go home. Shut off my feelings for you. I can't. I have tried.
I care about you, Logan. But I care about Johnny too. So I need to figure out what I want. If you want to move on in the meantime, that is completely okay with me.
Yeah, well, you're being honest. Man, that's a good place to start. You go, you go take all the time you need, figure it out. But I'm not gonna give up on you. I can't.
I guess you're not gonna invite me in. Cameron's upstairs. I would rather him not hear any of this. Okay, I understand. I guess it would be pretty traumatic for a 4-year-old to overhear that their mommy ran over an innocent woman and left her in the middle of the road for dead. But then again, I think it would be pretty hard to stomach at any age. Unless you're lucky, he didn't seem to mind, though, and I see he wasted no time warning you.
Oh, he just thought I should know what you were accusing me of.
You know damn well this is more than an accusation. And I actually came here to give you a chance to explain. I don't understand why you weren't honest about this and just admitted to me and said that you were sorry for leaving me in the middle of the road to bleed to death. If you would have done that, I might have considered letting you off the hook. But no, you're gonna do what you always do, and you're gonna lie about everything that you've done and wait for somebody to clean up your mess, probably Jason or Lucky. Big mistake. It's gonna cost you your freedom.
Claudia, we met at your hotel. I almost spilled my martini down your...
Yeah, I remember.
I wasn't sure. You looked a little confused there.
I'm sorry. What are you doing here?
My kid brother pulled your kid out of a burning building last night.
Your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
I'm Claudia Zakara. I'm Johnny Zakara's sister.
If you're thinking of pleading your case in your children's name, save your breath. You deserve exactly what you're gonna get.
Okay, if I did hit you, it was an accident.
You got behind the wheel of your car, knowing that you were too drugged up to drive. Then you didn't bother to stop after you hit me and left me there to die because you were driving to go see your precious Jason?
Oh, you don't remember seeing me. You overheard me telling Lucky that I fell asleep on my way to see Jason.
When I get up on that stand, I will tell the jury that I remember every horrifying detail. That I remember seeing the car coming toward me. I remember you being behind the wheel. And I remember waking up in that hospital in excruciating pain. Who do you think they're gonna believe? The woman with the cane or the one who just got her bumper fixed?
If you press charges, I will return the favor and I will tell the police that you helped kidnap my son.
I got your message. I actually wanted to talk to you too.
So where'd Lulu go?
She didn't say.
Well, I bet Johnny knows.
Probably.
So that's okay with you. She's off with some other guy. You're laid up here like King Tut.
Well, I don't expect her to stay by my bed all day and night. She did that while I was in a coma.
Well, you know, she might have been willing you to wake up, but it wasn't out of some great love. It was out of guilt. Now that you're awake, I mean, she's moving on.
Nah, she'll be back.
How long do you think? Week, month? Spencer women, they get restless. And when she does, she's gonna run right back to Johnny.
Nah, not if I have anything to say about it.
Look, don't get me wrong, Logan. Lulu's a beautiful girl just like your mother. I just don't want to see her destroy you the way her mother almost destroyed me.
Nothing like you.
What do you want?
Tony, Claudia's becoming a problem. She's feeding Johnny lies, trying to gain his trust.
Oh, I never said she was stupid.
No, if we don't stop her, she's going to take over. Put your beloved son in the ground.
Right next to you. You want to get out of this alive, huh? I'm your only chance.
Your psycho ex-husband kidnapped my brother, locked him in a padded room, and beat the hell out of him. And then he told me he was going to send Johnny back to me piece by piece unless I gave him back Michael, who I never had.
You got a problem with how Sonny does business. You need to take it up with Sonny.
No, I don't think you're listening to me. He almost killed my brother because you can't keep your eye on your kid. You better rein him in, Carly. Because if you don't, he's going to start a mob war that's going to put everyone that you love in jeopardy.
You can threaten Sonny all you want, but don't even think about coming after my family. I'm only going to say this once. You stay the hell away from my kids or I will kill... Oh my God!